guys, what is up with y'all? I got my cabinets all open. If you read the caption and the description, we are making vegan beef and broccoli tonight. Super excited about that. If you know anything about me, you know that I absolutely love Asian food in general. But tonight I am making it with my very own smack and steak. Super excited about it. Hey Patrice, hey Patricia, what's up? So I'm gonna get the rice started before I actually start on the vegan beef and broccoli. And I'm using jasmine rice. You don't have to use jasmine rice. You can use like parboil, long grain, whatever you're into. I just got it. I really like jasmine rice. I really like basmati rice. So I'm gonna start. What's up, Lulu? I'm gonna start the rice first, and then I'm gonna start doing the stir fry, so that way it's kind of like, you know, it's all done at the same time. All right, so I am measuring this. I know my ancestors probably rolling over in their grave. I'm not the best rice maker, but you know, we all got our strengths. Okay, so I'm doing 2 cups of rice so that I don't have to make rice tomorrow if there's leftovers. And pretty much the golden rule for rice is 2-to-1 ratio. So you put double the amount of water that you put. Hey David, you put double the amount of water that you put rice. So I put 2 cups of rice, which means I'm going to put 4 cups of water. Okay, it's simple enough. So what I'm going to do right now, before I actually put the amount of water that's supposed to go in here, I'm going to wash my rice. Hey Portia, just because I don't know if there's like any vegan or like special significance to it, but I feel like black people just always wash their rice. I don't know. So I think it like takes the extra starch off of it. Hey Jennifer, I'm not 100% sure on that. So I'm about to wash this rice, which basically you put water on it and kind of massage it basically until the water becomes clear and is no longer foggy. So I'm going to show you guys real quick. So let me show you the rice. So if you see, I have the water over the rice, but you can't see the rice at the bottom. The water is foggy, so that's why we wash rice, I guess. I don't know. My dad did it, my mom did it. It's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. So I'm basically gonna rinse this rice a couple of times with water until I can see the rice pretty clearly at the bottom. So I'll show you guys again. I just threw that water off. Show you one more time. And as you can see, you still can't see the rice at the bottom. So I'm going to toss this water off. And it usually takes 3 to 4 good tries. But once you get it off, you're like good to go. Okay, so this is the 3rd one. I don't know if it makes it like less sticky. I don't know. I'm going to show you guys. So this is the 4th rinse. As you guys can see, the rice is not, you can see the rice at the bottom. It's not foggy anymore, right? Cool. Cool. I'm going to do one more rinse just to be safe. Then I'm actually going to measure the water. Okay, so now I'm going to, hey Conrad, hey Robbie, I'm actually going to measure the water. So what did I say? I put 2 cups of rice, so I need 4 cups of water. I'm going to use hot water. I'm going to use, hey Daphne, what's up boo? I'm going to use hot water just so that it's a little bit easier for my water to boil. Front burner. So, hey Cherish, I'm putting 4 cups of water to my 2 cups of rice. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and I have that on high. So I'm just going to leave it on high until the water kind of like comes to a boil. Then I'm going to cover it, lower it, let it simmer. Okay? And also you can add a little bit of salt to it. I'm going to add a little bit of Himalayan pink salt. It's been a long time since I've cooked with you guys, so I'm just going to review the stuff with you. You know, we have our hierarchy of salt. You have iodized salt, which you don't want to put into your body. It's not good for your body. Then you have like sea salt. You have Himalayan pink salt. You have you have kosher salt. Then you have Himalayan. Let me start over. You have iodized salt. Then you have kosher salt. Then you have sea salt. Then you have Himalayan pink salt. Then you have kelp and douce. Kelp and douce is kind of like really like dried seaweed. It's supposed to be like the healthiest for you, but I don't know. It's out of my tax bracket and I don't really care for the flavor, so I just stick with Himalayan pink salt. So I'm going to add just a little bit of salt to it. If you've made white rice before, there's nothing fantastical happening, people, I promise you. Okay. So let's get to our beef and broccoli, which is what we're all actually here for. So before I make the beef and broccoli, I'm going to prepare the oil. So I have a cast iron skillet. I'm actually going to turn this part down so you guys can see less of my face and see more of what I'm doing. So I have a cast iron skillet here. This is my rice, by the way. I got a cast iron skillet with just regular canola oil in it. Nothing happening. Hey, Sasha, you see nothing happening. So we want to kind of like flavor the oil, you know what I mean? Just to, you know what I'm saying, get it popping. So this is not actually what the recipe says to do, but I'm going to do it like this. So I have this beef and broccoli. I know a lot of people feel like being vegan is expensive. It does not have to be expensive. This is regular ass beef and broccoli seasoning from Publix. I think these cost like $1, maybe $2. It's literally $2 at the maximum. I caught they ass slipping with the sale for the 69¢. And it's what's for dinner, right? So we're gonna get the oil popping a little bit. My mom bought me this oil from South Florida. It's infused with garlic and Scotch bonnet or habanero pepper, and I'm literally like fucking obsessed. I use it in everything. So if you can get some infused oil, definitely do that. If you don't have it, don't worry about it. It's not that deep. I'm just using it because I'm fucking obsessed with it, okay? So I'm gonna put a little bit in there just for flavoring. So now, when you travel and you do international foods, you have to, you know what I'm saying, you got to get it popping. Like, you got to do what they do, right? So we got regular oil. We're going to add sesame oil. Understand, sesame oil, basic ass ingredient. You can get it from Walmart. Hey, Sir Charles. It's going to take the flavor up, and it gives it more like an Asian style type of scenario, okay? Putting some sesame oil in it. Listen, you're going to go in the store. You're going to see this is going to be in your international aisle. You're going to be like, wait, Sonny, this shit is like $6. So I know you lying. I'm not lying. But listen, you can spend $6.99 on the sesame oil. I'm going to show you. We're going to put like 2 tablespoons in here. You ready? 1 tablespoon, 2. Black ass tablespoon, okay? This shit will literally last you till Judgment Day, okay? Hey, Deja. So, hey, Jennifer. So you don't have to worry about it. This is not something that you like fried chicken or cook regular oil in. You don't want to do that, okay? It's going to totally blow your high. I promise. Okay? Ow. Hold on 1 second. My water's boiling for my rice. So I'm about to put the pot cover on that per the instructions and turn it down to a simmer. All right. So the next thing we're going to do, I love you too, Daphne. So the next thing we're going to do, we put the sesame oil in there, right? So Asians came up with this great thing. They said, bitch, ginger and garlic go together. They've been going since middle school. They're steady. Probably going to go to prom. They're each other's first. When you're cooking Asian food, ginger and garlic always go together. You could do Southeast Asian. It could be Thai food. It could be Chinese food, Japanese food. Garlic and ginger go together, okay? They go to the prom together. I just removed this because my fire's too hot. This is a cast iron skillet. I do not have a wok. If you have a wok, you know what I'm saying, rock on with your bad stuff. If somebody wants to gift me with a wok, I can send you my Cash App, or you can send me a wok. I'll send you my address. But until then, I got a cast iron skillet. You just need a pan that gets very hot. Cast iron skillet gets hot enough, right? So now what we're going to do, this is about to pop up, okay? It's going to be a pop-up shot. We're going to put some ginger. I have regular squeezed ginger. If you have fresh ginger, you can use it, but I recommend grating it. I have this squeezed ginger that I bought. It was on sale. So we're going to add some ginger to the oil. Okay? Healthy amount. So maybe like a black ass tablespoon. Okay? It's like a regular tablespoon, but bigger and better. Okay? Ooh, bitch. I'm sorry. I love y'all, but I ain't about to get burned for the culture. Ooh, God. Bitch, I'm going to have to go in there like an assassin to get this pot off the fire. Hold on, y'all. I got to go on a suicide mission. Ooh, Lord. Ah. Ooh. The fire was too hot, Jesus. Just gonna move that a little bit. That need a little bit of a break. You alright, boo? Damn, now it popped off on me. I didn't know the ginger was gonna do me like that. Ooh. I'm sorry, y'all. I love y'all, but I'm not about to get burnt for the culture. Let me turn that fire down some. Alright, boom. So remember I told y'all ginger and garlic go together? Lord, you still popping off like that? A pan that gets very hot is what they said. It'll be fun, they said. So we're going to get some garlic, and I'm going to use like 3 cloves of garlic. Now listen, I am one of those people who I really super love garlic, okay? Like, don't at me. I don't fuck with those recipes that be like 1 clove of garlic. Listen, the only thing you need 1 clove of garlic for is to season another clove of garlic. That's it, okay? So for this, I have about 3 cloves of garlic. Yeah, Mariah, you see I had to go on like an assassin, bitch. They try to take a real nigga out the game, bitch. Alright, so I have this grater. Let me dry this off because this has all sorts of oil on it now. I have this grater right here. You can get this from anywhere. I got this from the Kroger, and I promise you it's probably maybe like $2. I got it on sale. It's maybe like $2, and this gets your garlic and your ginger very fine. If I hadn't already bought that grated ginger, I would be using my ginger on this, okay? Have you thought about doing comedy? I have, girl, but I don't know how it would be funny with just a microphone and no cooking set. I don't know if I feel comfortable. Okay, so we're going to grate the garlic in here. Be careful. Watch your fingers. If you got the Cardi B nails, this is not the activity where you can participate. And you definitely don't want to make your kids do this because they'll slice their finger off and then, you know, they'll be crying and shit. So, you know, get your bae, your husband or your girlfriend or your best friend, somebody who ain't got, you know what I'm saying, the full set with the coffin finish and the diamond studs. Have somebody like that do it for you, alright? Boom, bop, bim. So that's it. You're just going to kind of grate it to there. Grab you a little spoon because you're going to have some like this. And you can tap it on the side, but I just like to get the spoon. I feel like the spoon gets it better, and then it doubles as like what you can stir the pot with. So you get the spoon. Oh. Alright, so boom. Oh, bitch. It's real in the field, y'all. Okay, so you got the ginger. So in our pan, we have some regular ass canola oil. We have some sesame oil. We have ginger. We have garlic. That's it. That's all we got in the pan right now, okay? Cool. Hey, TJ. So now we're going to put some onions and peppers in it. Honestly, you know I don't do anything like any true black person. I don't do anything without onions, peppers, and garlic. Right? So I'm going to put the onions in there. Okay? And the peppers and the garlic. I'm going to turn the heat back up a little bit. Oh, yeah. The infused oil. Sorry. I have some oil that's infused with Scotch Bonnet. My mom got it for me. Like I said, if you don't have it, don't worry about it. It's not that deep, okay? So, I got this broccoli. fresh broccoli from the grocery store. Listen, if you're not in the price bracket for fresh broccoli, don't. But I will say this. Hey, Kay, make sure you always check, because I ended up getting this fresh broccoli because the bag broccoli was like, oh my God, I think like $2.99 or $2.29 a pound. And I was just like, bitch, y'all playing. Give me some $1.29 bird's eye any day. So basically, the fresh broccoli ended up being about the same price as the frozen broccoli. So that's why I ended up getting this instead of the frozen broccoli, right? All right.
It smells good, ain't it?
Thanks. All right, so let me put this so you guys can see the broccoli. The guacamole is already on the table.
You want me to leave you some of the? You want some tostones?
Yeah, you can leave me like one.
Okay.
All right, so all I did was just cut the big part of the broccoli off. Let me turn this down. No problem, babe. Turn this down so you can see it better. So this is what we're gonna do with the broccoli. I'm gonna show you. Can you guys see? Okay. So you're just gonna cut it as close up as you can. Toss it in the pan. Boom. That's it. As close as you can. You can leave a little more on there if that's your forte, but the closer you cut it, the quicker it's gonna cut. Hey, Valencia. And then you want to separate these. Just like put it between the legs, slice it down, and then toss it in there, okay? Now listen, black people, don't let the Asians have to fight your ass on this. Now, black people, I know we like to cook a vegetable to death through Easter, Sunday, and Resurrection too. Asian people don't like that, okay? So if you want to keep it on par and have your shit like takeout, you need to follow Asian people law, black people. Do not cook the shit to death, please. And thank you. Do us all a solid, okay? And again, guys, if you like the stems longer, you can leave the stems on there, but it's just going to take longer to cook. That part is thicker. Excuse me. So I just get rid of that stem part because it makes life easier, in my opinion. Okay, so I'm going to take all this, throw this away. While all this is going on, I'm going to check on my rice too. You guys know we have some rice on the stove. Turn this so you can see the rice. And this is jasmine. Yeah, jasmine rice. So this looks like it's doing good, but it's looking a little watery. So I'm going to take this cover off so that some of the water can evaporate a little bit from it. Okay, so really quick with this recipe, something different that we're doing. So normally if you were making beef and broccoli regular, you would put the beef in the pan, right? But I'm using smack and steak today. And because the smack and steak is already cooked, like vegan meat is already cooked, you're kind of just reheating it. As opposed to it being one of the first things that you throw in the pan, it's going to be one of the last things that you throw in the pan because it actually just needs to heat up, right? So you need to make sure that your broccoli is kind of like almost all the way cooked. So we have all these flavors in here, but you know, as black people, we still going to have to like season shit, right? So we're going to put some onion powder and some garlic powder.
It just smells good. I'm just smelling. Sorry.
You alright?
If y'all want that smack and steak, y'all holler at Chef Sonny Speaks, my G. Trademarking his beef.
Black people. Hey, Jody. Hey, Karen. What's up, Keith?
Holler at your wallow.
Alright, so we got onion powder. Again, it's not expensive to be vegan. Hey, Tanaj. This is regular ass, great value onion powder, right? Regular ass garlic powder. We're going to put some of that on there. Right? Boom. So now in the stillness of these moments, we're going to let the Lord work, okay? We're going to let the Lord work. Alright, so we're going to let this go ahead. If you want to speed up the process, you can cover it. I think you don't have to. So now we're going to mix this together, okay? Alright, so we got, it says 1 pack of seasoning, soy sauce, water, 2 tablespoons of oil. It says blend the first 3 ingredients. Okay. So we just happen to have a bowl right here. Y'all like how I was prepared on some cooking show shit, right? Just got a bowl right here. Bim. So we're going to cut this off. Put that in there. That's the seasoning, right? Boom. And this is all vegan, like I said, 69 cents from the store. Okay? Then it says 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Now I want to show you guys something really quickly. As opposed to using soy sauce, we're going to use liquid aminos. Okay? Liquid aminos are a lot better for your body than soy sauce. And of course, it also makes the dish soy free. Unless that pack has soy in it, right? So this is really good. You can get this from Bragg's. It's kind of like pretty much the most well-known company that makes it. So it's a good idea, all right? So boom. And this is all of the stuff that it has in there, which are all different types of aminos. And amino acids are what make up proteins in your body. So you guys always asking how do vegans get their protein? Other than swallowing, this is it, okay? All right, so 2 tablespoons. I'm not going to measure because, you know, I don't really be about that. So that looked like 1 tablespoon to me. That looked like 2 tablespoons to me. And a little bit more for Nipsey. One more time for the hood. All right. Now it says 3/4 a cup of water. Per regular black people shit, I don't have the 3/4 a cup one, right? Why it say beef and broccoli? Because it's just the seasoning. So it's the sauce that you would put on beef and broccoli if you were making it with regular beef. But there is no beef in here. It's just a seasoning pack. Okay, love? Sorry. Oh, Noah's watching. My bad. So I don't have the 3/4 a cup thing. So I'm just guessing that this is about 3/4 a cup, right? So I'm going to put that in there. Boom, bop, bim. I'm going to stir that around. Boom, bop, bim, right? So before I throw that in, where's happened to my spoon? Oh, it's right here. I'm going to stir these vegetables around one more time. Now that my sauce is ready and I'm good to go, everything's pretty much seasoned. So now, one thing I want to say to you guys that I hope you noticed is that I did not put any salt in this. I didn't put any salt because I don't know how much salt this has in it, this seasoning. So I won't actually salt it until the very end. Okay, so the broccoli is starting to pop. So now I'm going to throw the steak in there. Come on, come on. So that the steak can get a little bit of char, okay? And this is smacking steak. Soon to be, oh, that piece is too big. My bad. That's some ghetto shit, right? So let me break this up a little bit. That piece was just way too big. So we about to have our vegan beef and broccoli. So I want this to heat up and I want it to get a little bit of color on it. Okay. So we're not going to forget about our rice either. I'm about to test the rice. Need to do that with a fork. You can do it with a spoon if you like, but they say that when you do it with the spoon, it makes the rice clump up like you're supposed to fluff it. I think I put too much water in this. I told y'all I wasn't the best rice maker. It's all good in the hood. Jesus still loves me. This I know, nigga. Okay, the rice is done. Some of that water got to come out. So I'm going to turn up the heat on that. Alright? Boom, Haley's. So I'm going to show you guys our steak and broccoli. Right before I put the sauce on it. And show you guys how freaking good it looks. You guys see? Our beef and broccoli. It looks good, right? I think so as well. Alright, boom. So now we're going to put this sauce on it. Straight out the pack, which is probably going to make like a little juicy sauce. And then I also like a little heat, and it does need to have a little sweetness, so I'm going to add this. And now, mind you, you don't have to do this. I just happen to have this General Tso in the fridge, so I'm going to add a little bit of this. I figure it can't hurt. It can only help. It's one of those Asian sauces, and I bought this, I think, at Aldi. So I'm just going to put like a little bit of this because I like the flavor of like sweet and chili together. Oh, fuck it. Let's just use the rest of it. Alright. So that's done. And in true black people fashion, I'm going to put a little water in there. Shake it up so I get my full $1.50 worth. Bye, y'all. Alright. So now we're going to mix this up. Let me see. Child, I don't use these people instructions. And I'm not even reading this shit. Okay. Add broccoli and stir fry. In a large skillet, heat oil. Fry meat until brown. Add seasoning mixture. Fry 1 minute until thickened. Okay. Boom. So it's supposed to get thick on us. Like an ugly bitch from middle school. Bam. So we turned up the heat a little bit. And you want it to make like a little sauce. If it doesn't make a little sauce, I'm going to show you guys a trick. You can add a little bit of cornstarch and water. And it'll be all good in the hood. Yeah, this is not giving me, I'm a sauce person. This is not giving me enough sauce. So I'm going to add a little bit more water. Okay, now as I'm stirring this, I'm going to taste it in a quick second. Once I put it all together in the hood, I'm going to taste it and make sure that the flavor is where I want it to be. Because remember, guys, I didn't put any salt in it because I didn't know how salty this little seasoning pack is. And that's something important I would just want to mention, especially for black people. You know, we be having issues with our salt and our sugar. Make sure if you're using something, any type of seasoning or any type of packaged sauce, like the sauce you just saw me use, that you taste it first before you add your own salt. Because you do not want to over salt it, you know. Just make sure. It takes nothing but a brief try. And again, black people, remember, we're not cooking this broccoli to death. You should still see a bright, vibrant color. Okay, the color should be bright green. If it's starting to look dull green, that means you're moving towards overcooking it. You've gone, you know what I'm saying, from Ming Lee's to Mona them. All right, you don't want to go to that dull green color. That means you've overcooked the broccoli. Hey, Ish, you want it to have that bright vibe. You want it to look like it's still alive, basically. Okay, you want it to look like it's still alive. All right. Yes, I said it. You know, black people, we love to cook a vegetable to death, bitch, and through Resurrection Sunday and back again. Stop doing that. Okay. All right. So this looks good. I'm gonna do a close-up so you guys can see it. Then I'm gonna taste it, and we're gonna see what we need to add to it. Hey, Brittany. So this is our vegan beef and broccoli. This is our rice. Our rice is already done. I'm just trying to let some of the water evaporate from it. This is our beef and broccoli. And guys, remember, if you really like Asian food, like how I like Asian food, tomorrow, let me turn this off for this shit burn and not be embarrassed. If you really like Asian food, tomorrow you can take this same leftover cold rice, whip it up with a vegan egg, or if you're not all the way vegan and you have regular eggs in your house, you can use regular egg. Ain't no shame in the game. Baby steps. Everybody do their part. With your liquid aminos, your vegan egg, and some frozen vegetables, and then boom, you got fried rice on these hoes. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let me taste this because it looks like it's pretty much done. I might add a little bit more water. I'm just a sauce person. Like, I like extra gravy. I almost have to always fight the Jamaican people every time I go. I like, you know, gravy and stuff on mine. So I'm going to get a little piece of the beef and a little piece of the onion. I don't want to get the broccoli because it's probably going to be too hard to chew for me. Let me turn this down some. Hang on one second. Hey, Janelle. What's up, Jahan? It's good, but it's like it's missing something. Trying to figure out what that something is. It doesn't need salt. I'm super glad that I didn't add salt to it. I hate when people cook cabbage till it's brown and droopy. Facts. I can taste the ginger. Let me add a little bit more water for this shit burn and not be embarrassed. I can taste the ginger. I can taste the garlic. It doesn't need salt. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of cayenne to it. More liquid amino. I could add more liquid amino, but I don't want it to get too salty. Like the salt, the level of salt that it's at is like perfect. So I'm gonna add a little bit of cayenne. I like heat, so I'm gonna add a little bit of cayenne to kind of kick it up a notch. And I think I might add a little bit of agave too, just to give it that kind of like Asian sweet flavor. Let's see, a little bit of that. I think you're right, TJ. I'm gonna add a little bit more liquid amino too. This is why you have to taste as you cook. And I'm about to turn it off right now because my broccoli is about to go from Ming Lee to Monkey Dam. And I don't want that. Okay. So I'm going to taste it one more time. But I'm definitely going to take it off the fire. Because this is a wrap. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to taste it one more time. But I think we should be good. Far as this goes. Hey, Chrissy. Bop. Oh. But you would have thought you was in Hong Kong. Listen, from Opalaka to Shanghai, bitch, we made it. It fire. Vegan beef and broccoli with the rice. And I think we did that in like 15, maybe 20 minutes. I'm going to get off this live because as you see, I just came from the gym getting my body. Y'all ain't see I was an extra in a little Beyonce homecoming. I'm lying because I can't dance, y'all. But I can burn a pot. This is done. About to take this off the fire. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you don't already, please start following me on Instagram because I'm starting doing some live videos on Instagram as well. Hey, Angel. Show your mama love. Eat plants. I don't know what else to say. Oh, and if you have vegan questions, comments, concerns, you're unsure about this vegan journey, you don't know if you can do it, you need product advice, holla at me. I'll be more than happy to help. We all gonna get there on this meatless journey. No pressure, no problem. And I love you guys and I miss you guys. We haven't done live cooking in a long time. So peace.